Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited because I am going to be sharing my CHANTECAILLE Sylvie sale recommendations. If you've been watching me for a while, you will know CHANTECAILLE is one of my favorite brands. I have been using this brand for decades, and today I'm so excited because I have a pre-sale code to share with you that will allow you to pre-shop the sale before everybody else. So this is a big deal because this is a very popular sale, especially if you're a fan of the brand. This is going to allow you to shop with 25% off. And I'm so excited because philanthropy is included. So literally site-wide. My code is ABBY25. This allows you to shop starting Wednesday, July 24th through Friday. This will allow you to shop early starting Wednesday, July 24th. I highly recommend, if you have certain things you want to pick up, to go ahead and shop early. This is one of these popular sales. Things will sell out, but you can use my pre-sale code ABBY25. I will leave all the links below down in the description box. And today I did the full Monty. I used some of my favorite skincare products from CHANTECAILLE. I did a full face of makeup using my favorites that I highly recommend, as well as ending with fragrance of the day. So if you're interested in seeing my CHANTECAILLE recommendations for the Sylvie birthday sale, then let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. We are going to do the full Monty today. I am going to start out the day with a mask, and as many of you know, if you have been watching my channel for a while, I'm a huge believer in masking. I like to do it a few times a week. Another mask that I like to sleep in. This one I also will use sort of as like red carpet events. I will use this during the day when I really want my skin to kind of have that lifting effect, hydration, peptides, like it does it all. And this is the Bio Lifting Mask. This is like repeat purchase. I just love this mask as well. I'm trying to decide which one to show you in action today, but this is just like a luxe hydrating lifting mask. And again, what I like to do is I'll just put this on my face, let it sink in, and instead of rinsing off, I will actually just sort of massage this in as my moisturizer. So we may use that this morning. I want to highlight two other masks that I really like. This one is the Jasmine and Lily. This is the Healing Mask. This one has a very nice cooling, soothing effect on the skin. I highly recommend this one, like for a little TLC, if you've been traveling, if you've been out in the sun, if you just need to have like a little shot of hydration to the skin. This one is just lovely. It has a great texture as well, kind of like a universal fantastic mask, and it's a little thinner in texture than like the Bio Lifting and the Gold Mask. I'm giving my hand a little mask treatment. So for this morning, I think I'm just gonna go with my classic, like my most used one, and that is going to be the Chantecaille Bio Lifting Mask. So I'm gonna pull back my hair, apply this mask so you can see it in action. And I have already cleansed and toned my face. And one thing that you can do if you want a little extra hydration, and one of the main things that I always recommend from Chantecaille is the Rose de May, the pure rose water. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead, spritz my skin, because this is just going to give me a little bit of hydration, kind of seal in that hydration. And then I go in pretty generously with my mask. I'll take a little dollop here of this bio lifting mask, and again it just has such a kind of lovely luxe texture. And what I do is I do a nice little thin layer of this mask, and yep, I even bring it underneath my eyes because this is all just like about everything you need for anti-aging. Got all the good peptides and such, and this has been kind of called Botox in a bottle, the whole bio lifting line. So I am just gonna take a minute and kind of put this mask on. The BioLifting Mask is a powerful lifting treatment featuring a cocktail of plant stem cells, 4 innovative peptides, immediate tensing agents, and moisture barrier enhancers to visibly firm, smooth, and lift the skin. This includes a hexapeptide that's going to reduce the look of expression, wrinkles caused by repeated muscle contraction. It's going to visibly improve your skin. It has a lipopeptide that's going to soften the appearance of frown lines, marionette lines. This also includes the BioNymph peptide stem cell extract that again is going to soften the appearance of fine lines, as well as some other amazing ingredients that's going to give you that sort of temporary lift. And if I'm going to be using this in the morning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap this on, leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes, then you can rinse this off. You're gonna have nice, firm, hydrated skin. So what I'm gonna do is kind of leave this on for the next 15 minutes, go have a little warm lemon water. I'll be back once this is rinsed off and we can move on to some of the other recommendations. Okay, I have rinsed off that mask. It leaves like a beautiful little kind of soft film on your face, meaning it just feels very soft and moisturized, and I'm hoping I'm getting a little firming effect. Now, the next 2 serums that I love and recommend are the BioLifting Serum. This is truly the one that gives me that kind of treatment, lifts up my face, and then I love, love, love the Radiance Elixir. This is actually a skincare treatment serum that's going to brighten your face, hydrate. This is one that you can mix in to like your foundation and such to give a little extra glow. So I'm going to use it as like skincare treatment. It has multiple things. I kind of call this the mermaid serum because you know, it looks great mixed into your foundation, but I truly think of it as skincare, not just like a kind of glowy base. It's actually skincare. So what I'm going to do is take my Bio Lifting Serum, and I love this one for firming up the skin. You truly do feel that like firming effect. And then I will take my little Milky Radiance Elixir and I will put those together. And then I'm just going to put this all over my face. Yep, you can see. So one's going to give me that firming effect, and the other is going to give me that brightening effect. And there are times when I'll just like use one of these alone. Like if I know I'm going to be mixing this Radiance Elixir into my foundation, then I may not use, I might just use the Bio Lifting Serum. And so what I like to do, I like to get that right up underneath that eye. It really does give you like a temporary lift. So I kind of like to help it kind of move this up the skin and give myself little kind of circulation in the morning. And I love to let my serums kind of sink in for a minute or two to kind of let it do that magic work. The new launch that I've been in love with is the Bio Lifting Eye Cream. And I always used the Stress Repair Concentrate as my eye cream until they came out with this one, which feels so good underneath my eyes. So it has like a little cooling little wand here that I like to use. And so while my serums are sinking in, I think that's one tip I would say, is that if you can let your each step, if you can let it kind of wear in minute to minute, give it a minute to sink in besides just like rushing in to your routine, I feel like it works so well. And what I love about the Bio Lifting Eye Cream is, again, it's got that kind of Botox in a bottle ingredient in here, and I love it because it's moisturizing, but I literally can feel as this kind of dries down that I'm getting a lift underneath my eyes, and it works beautifully with makeup. Okay, then for moisturizer, I'm going to put on the Bio Lifting Cream. I call this the Big Daddy Moisturizer. This is one that I love. It plays so well with makeup. Again, it's got kind of a good buttery texture, but it just sinks right into the skin. And I just like to take a minute here to moisturize my skin. So the whole Bio Lifting line is all about kind of firming and hydrating the skin. And then a moisturizer that I will use at night, again, when I need a little TLC and if I'm not masking or using the, this is the Gold Recovery Mask. I will use the Gold Energizing Face Cream. These are the things that I kind of call my gold butter, and they really do. They are just like when I need an extra shot of moisture, when my skin is a little bit fussy. These are the products that I will kind of lean on, and it just has the most amazing kind of thick buttery texture. So if you have dry, mature skin, I kind of think of this more as a balm. And for today's purposes, I just wanted to take a little bit of this. I'm going to rub it in, and then I am just going to place it on top of that other cream. Kind of, it's almost like I'm sealing in all the goodness. So this is extra, but I just wanted to mention that when I really need that extra kind of shot of moisture, recovery, just want my skin to be soothed and all of that, that's the line that I go to for that purpose. So I love that kind of energizing gold. My skin tends to like that gold line. But the gold prices are real, so those are more of an investment, and definitely something that I kind of weave into my routine just when I'm listening to my skin to see what it needs. That is what I will use. So that is like my gold butter. And then the last step of my skincare routine, and the most important, is actually SPF. And I have the Chantecaille. This is the Ultra Sun protection sunscreen. This one is an SPF of 45. It's used as a primer, and you really need to shake this up. But what I have found is when I use this guy, my makeup looks flawless for the rest of the day. So this one's a little bit watery. You want to make sure that you're getting at least 2 fingerfuls of this product, and I am going to take this and smooth this on to the skin here. Okay, we have prepped my skin with some of my favorite skincare products from Chantecaille. I'm going to go get dressed and then we'll do a full face of makeup. Okay, little extra TLC on the skin today. Then we're gonna go ahead and prep the skin for makeup. And the other day I was showing you how I used this duo. And this is the Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint as well as the Sheer Glow Bronze Tint, kind of for that no makeup look. Today I am going to add on a little extra foundation, but I'll kind of build on the look, kind of showing what I kind of use day to day. So I love the Rose Face Tint for brightening, and this is just like a great base. This is like your perfect no makeup look. I'll just put a little bit of this on, and what I like about this product is it is housed in sort of a gel based cream, and it just looks super natural, but it is going to smooth out my skin and kind of blur it. So on like weekend makeup or everyday makeup, I will just use the combination of these Sheer Glow tints and then use a little bit of concealer. So I'm going to show you that first, and then of course I want to highlight a couple of my favorite foundations. I pretty much like all of their foundations for different reasons, but they just reformulated the Just Skin. So I'm going to be using that today because I love this product and I love the reformulation as well. So what I'm going to do is just kind of let this rose tint sink into the skin. It is just so good, and I just want to show you how pretty this is. It kind of just blurs everything, gives me a healthy glow, and then I go in with the bronze one. And I know this is one that many people have been scared about because in the jar it does look a little dark, like ooh, but this is just such a fantastic product. It looks so natural on the skin, and again, I have more light to medium skin tone, so you do not need to be afraid of it. And what I will do is I'll come in with a little bit of this product, and I'm just going to kind of dot this on like my little bit of bronzer wherever the sun would naturally hit my skin, just like that, kind of on the bridge of the nose. And then I will come in and just warm up my skin, and I love, it does not look orangey or too dark, like it's a very sheer formula, so you can build it up so it looks super natural. And that's what I would say about all of Chantecaille makeup, is the reason I have loved it for years and years is it's all about enhancing your natural beauty. You're not trying to cover up anything. You are kind of just trying to, you know, bring out your own natural beauty here. And I just find that one of the things you can do is just kind of add slowly with the products. You can build it up if you want, but I just love this little bronze. For those of you that are like myself, you don't really tan. I've never been like a sun goddess, but of course I love the healthy glow you get. This is like your safe way to get a little bit of sun. So I'm just gonna build up that bronze just a bit, and it can almost be like underpainting too, where you can kind of add in a little bit more than you want if you're going to be using any kind of foundation. You can do that as well. So just bringing that up into that hairline. I'm going to bring a little shadow underneath my jawline here with that, whatever's left over here, and blend that out. Bring it down my neck here. Kind of get that snatched look right there. Okay, this is what the sheer glow tints look like. Kind of my no makeup look. And then what I'm so excited about is this is back in stock. This is the Chantecaille Le Camouflage Stylo Corrector pen, and my particular shade had been out of stock for quite some time, and so I always never wanted to use this on camera, like I can get it but you can't. I love this concealer so much. It's a really awesome pen, so it's easy to use, but it also has a touch of caffeine in it, so it does sort of like, you know, give your wrinkles, it kind of firms up your wrinkles temporarily. There's no magic concealer that does everything, but I really like this one because it is a sheer formula. I'm not someone who loves having a lot of product underneath my eyes. I actually feel like it ages me, but I do want to, you know, lighten up that darkness. So I'm in the shade 2, and I'm just so happy that this is back in stock. So if you are like myself, maybe you are not the hugest fan of concealer, but you need it, i.e., you know, we need to kind of cancel out some of that darkness, I think you're gonna love this one. It's thin texture. I don't find that it kind of creases in my wrinkles. It just really is fantastic. So I am going to take that, and I am putting some of that on top of my lid as well, kind of smoothing out the canvas. And this is what I'm saying is, if I am not going to add any foundation, today I would just use my concealer. I'd kind of put some up on my forehead, down my nose. We'll put a little bit down here. I would add a little bit of concealer wherever I needed it, and I'm almost out of this, so I need to order that during this sale as well. I think I have a backup, but I'm not sure. But love, love, love the Camouflage Stylo Corrector pen. Just does a great job brightening, and you can buy this kind of in a couple different colors. Like if you wanted to buy this, you know, towards like what your skin tone is like, or a shade lighter for underneath your eyes. I tend to like to not go too bright underneath my eyes. I actually feel like it emphasizes my wrinkles. So 2 is what I generally buy. Okay, let's talk foundation recommendations. I'm going to be honest with you, you can't go wrong with any Chantecaille foundations. So long time repeat purchase is always going to be Chantecaille's Future Skin. You have seen me use this on camera many years. This is always sort of in my top 5 of my foundations. I also love the Future Skin cushion. I find this to be just a little less dewy than the Future Skin. So I love this one because it's gonna look like skin. It truly looks like skin. You can layer it up. I tend to like it in the shade Alabaster that's a little bit lighter. I find it to sort of brighten up my skin. I also have this in Vanilla as well as Ivory. So this is a long time love. It's housed in, again, that gel-based kind of hydrating formula. It's gonna look like skin. It is sort of sheer, and it definitely has a sort of dewy finish to it. I feel like it is fantastic for multiple skin types, but particularly I love it on my mature skin. I found that the Future Skin cushion, again, Future Skin kind of in a cushion, great for traveling, but I found this to be just like slightly more velvety in a good way. So let's say you are not somebody who loves too much of a dew, maybe you have oily skin, you might like the cushion a teeny bit better. Today, I really want to use the Just Skin. This again has been repeat purchase throughout the decades. They have recently reformulated it. They added additional shades. They added in a super light shade for all of my fair skin beauties in Opaline. That's going to be ultra fair with a cool rosy undertone, as well as some additional deep shades. Quick note on the deeper shades, they did not include the SPF 15 because it would alter the color. They also cleaned up the formula. It does not have cyclic silicones, microplastics, parabens, or fragrance now. And if you are my shade twin, we can wear this in both the shades Bliss and Vanilla, and I am going to be using this in Bliss. This is described as light with peach tones right here, and then Vanilla is going to be more medium light with more balanced undertones. I literally can get away with both of them, and Bliss just tends to kind of brighten up my skin tone right now. If you have more sun, I might say my summer shade might be more vanilla, but I really like the way Bliss blends into my skin. It gives my skin a little life, if that makes sense. That little bit of peach undertone sort of adds a little bit of life to my skin. And I do prefer to apply this with my fingertips. You can totally use a brush, but I just feel like this just sort of has a very silky texture and just sort of melts right into the skin. I have completely fallen in love with this Just Skin again. Literally, I bought this throughout the decades. I often go through phases where I will use this for a bit. This will be my favorite, or you know, my Future Skin here. But the reason I've been obsessed with this one is it gives me such a kind of like really smoothing texture on my skin. It's giving me a little bonus SPF of 15. I do not use this as my sunscreen. I always want to tell people that's like more of a little bonus, so I'm really liking this for summer. But the Just Skin actually has a little bit more coverage than the Future Skin, and it's a little bit less kind of dewy. It's still giving me a really nice healthy glow, but what I would say is like during the summer I'm naturally getting, you know, a little nice glow, and so this is just like easy. I just love the way that it's gonna dry down and it looks like skin, just like it says. It looks like Just Skin, but it does give me that little extra coverage that I really enjoy. Okay, got a nice little canvas which to work from. For blushes, I have my absolute favorite combo. I really like the Cheek Gelées. I love mixing my two favorite to make my perfect color, and that is Happy as well as Lively. So Lively is going to be a beautiful peach tone. Happy is this beautiful pink marshmallow. And then lately I've even been pulling out my Vivid, which is definitely a little bit more like a raspberry tone. It's so beautiful. Let me give you a swatch of all of these, but these are like my favorite. I love the little powder blushes as well, especially in Bliss. I would highly recommend that one. But here are the Cheek Gelées right here. This one's in Vibrant, so pretty raspberry. Then your little marshmallow tone here. That is Happy. And then this peach one is Lively. And I always would mix like almost 2 parts of Lively with 1 part. Let's go ahead, do a little bit more of the peach. We're gonna mix this all together, but I would do 2 parts of the peach to 1 part of the Happy to make my perfect blush color. And then lately I've been adding in a little pop of the raspberry. It just gives my skin sort of like as if I've been running, gives me that beautiful flush. So cannot recommend these enough. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to show you. I'm mixing all 3 of them. This is like my own little color and I love it. I just think it is so pretty. Isn't that the best? So I am going to put these on, and then this is what I like. Doesn't that look so pretty already, and I haven't even blended it in? And I'm just going to kind of build this up. So you can use it with your fingers here, just kind of dab it in. It's going to just give you the most pretty flush here. You also can do like 1 and then add an additional little pop. Like I could just put the peach on all together and then put on that Happy as a little bit more like right in my, where am I? I'm going to smile, little apple here. But I have been kind of mixing all 3 of them and absolutely loving this color. This is it kind of all sheared out. So I'm just kind of blending this into the skin. Again, it is summer. I'm kind of doing, you know, light kind of radiant makeup today. Okay, before we get to eyes, quick little underrated product from Chantecaille. This is their lip potion, and it is almost like a lip mask or like the best base for lips. And I always forget how much I love this product because it smooths out all my little lines and wrinkles before we get to lips, but it also just is so moisturizing. So I'm going to put that on, but I knew it was going to kind of flesh out my lips here, and so I wanted to make sure you saw what I was doing here. But you're going to see it's just going to fill in every little wrinkle and crevice. So this is another product that I use and I don't speak about enough, so wanted to mention that. And then as far as eyes, I'm having a hard time deciding what to use because I love the Chantecaille Mermaid shadows. These are so good, and Sylvie, which is going to be more of a matte shade, is the perfect soft brown shade. Like if you are somebody who wants a quick one and done eye look, this is the way to go. I absolutely love this shade. It is just pure perfection, and these are just the best eyeshadows. They are so pretty also if you have more mature eyes. They just stay on your eyes. They sort of mesh in with your eyes and they just look really natural. So definitely gonna have to use that today because it's like I would recommend Sylvie for everyone. I love a little bit of luminosity on the eye, and this is copper. So the combination of Sylvie and copper is like the perfect eye look ever. And here is that combination. Isn't that pretty? This is very much an Abby eye. You have seen me use and do this before, but I might have to do it anyways. And the other ones that I absolutely love, I have my little container of all of my Chantecaille singles. These are the luminescent eye shades. These are all so pretty. When they launched, they had like the whole set that you could buy for sale, and I was like, oh, I don't know. You know, these might be kind of too sparkly for me. I ended up buying every single one, so I should have just bought the set, but these are all just so pretty. I love these so much. Elephant, I love this one. I wear that all the time. We've got lion, beautiful gold. Got zebra, which is this kind of beautiful rose gold tone that creates such a pretty look on the eyes. Pangolin, which is this beautiful sort of lilac. It's such a pretty color. That looks great with all eye color tones, but if you have green or hazel, that will make your eyes pop. One that I have been using a lot lately is because I have been kind of leaning into olive colors is rhinoceros, and this is just like the most gorgeous kind of olive color. Is that so pretty? I'm like really having a hard time deciding what we are going to do. Actually, I think we might do this one right here. We'll use these 3 shades because it's so darn pretty. Let me see a couple other ones. I love giraffe. This is another one that I love. It's this kind of bronzy color. I've definitely used this on camera before. So basically, as far as eye looks, you can't go wrong, but I highly recommend, I probably use my my mermaids the most just because I'm sort of a quick, easy eye girl. And then I do love my luminescent eyes to add just a like one and done, like kind of a oomph on the eyes. So today though, I'm dying. I want to use that rhinoceros here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Sylvie down as my matte shade. Everybody needs this shade. Okay, first what I'm going to do is I pulled out my Chantecaille. This is the Next Generation Eye base here, and I have this in the shade Light, and I am just going to put this all over my lids here. Give myself a nice little canvas to create this eye look. Then I'm coming in with Sylvie, the prettiest soft brown shadow, and I am going to place this in my crease, and it's just the perfect color. Basically one and done right here too for that matte look. So I'm going to show you a couple different looks here, is that you could put this all over your lid and be completely done with that. If you like a matte eye, these are the best. I kind of feel like these are underrated too because they are like one of the best little pot shadows out there. They last forever. They're easy to use, and as I said, they sort of just mesh in with your eyes. They just look natural. Again, Chantecaille has a knack for just creating products that look really pretty on you but are more natural. So I'm going slightly above my crease here because this is just a soft brown shade and I love it. Okay, there's Sylvie by itself, and like literally you could just put on mascara and kind of create little definition on the eyes, sort of more of a clean look. I'm gonna go ahead and amp it up with a little bit of the copper shade, which is the best combination. So here's Sylvie, here's copper. It is such a pretty color. I just love copper. Do you see how these just blend on like a dream? Like I am barely doing anything and I'm getting the most impactful eye here. Okay, here is Sylvie and copper together. Basically the perfect neutral eye with a little pop. And then I love the Chantecaille Luster Glide eyeliners, and this one is in Jasper, and this is just like the prettiest kind of bronzy brown. I just love this one. And I am going to use this just to kind of complete an eye look before we get out that rhinoceros and put that on, because I think it's all going to go together. And then I'll pull out another eyeliner that will amp up the eyes with. So I'm first going to come in and tightline with Jasper. Most worn little eye pencils from Chantecaille are Slate, which I love, and Jasper. All of the colors are great. I have Earth, which is going to be a darker brown color, but Jasper's just a little softer, and it just kind of pops my eyes a little bit. Okay, so here's a great everyday eye look. I've got Sylvie, I've got Copper, as well as Jasper in the waterline. And normally I would go ahead, put on some mascara, call it a day, but I do want to amp up the eyes with a couple of my favorite luminescent eye shades. I pulled out one that I feel like everybody would love, and that is the shade in Cheetah. It is just going to add a little lift to your eyes. It's so darn pretty. Beautiful champagne color, which I'm going to put up in the brow bone area. And then I have just been in love with this rhinoceros, which is this gorgeous olive here, but it's very sophisticated. It is so pretty, and it makes a perfect one and done smoky eye. So I'm going to add a little bit of this, and then an eyeliner that a subscriber told me that I needed to pull out and put on my eyes. So I'm going to start by putting a little bit of this olive shade here. I'm using the sweep brush from Chantecaille, and I'm just going to add a little bit of this beautiful shade sort of at the outer edge right here. Kind of pop the eyes. And then honestly, this looks so good just all over, one and done. So I'm kind of coming right above the iris here and adding a little bit of this gorgeous rhinoceros. Is that so pretty? So we could kind of call this like, you know, a night look if we wanted to add that. I'd still wear it during the day, but just wanted to kind of show you how you could amp up that eye look. Wow, that is such a good color. Definitely recommend any of the luminescent eye shades for a little pop of color. Little fun luminosity on the eyes. Love, love, love that color. And then we're going to lighten up with a little champagne in this brow bone right up here. Okay, we're glamming up my eyes a bit, and then I pulled out Black Forest. One of my subscribers was like, Abby, you have got to start wearing this color because it is such a beautiful basic forest green, but it's almost got almost a little teal in it. I absolutely love this. I think that this is going to be a nice contrast to that rhinoceros here. And then I'm going to coat my lashes with my ultimate favorite mascara. Again, if you have been watching my channel for a while or years, you will know that my holy grail mascara is Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. I literally try other mascaras and none of them live up to my ultimate favorite, and it really is this Chantecaille mascara. So this is my go-to mascara. I love the wand. I love the way that it coats my lashes. It's It's got a peptide in here that helps my lashes grow a bit. This is just one of these mascaras that I feel like is worth every single penny for myself. It is just my go-to mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes with this mascara. Okay, then for lips, again, you can't go wrong with any of their lip products. I am a huge fan of like the lip liners and their brilliant glosses. These are so good. Again, kind of one of these that I feel like is a little underrated. I have a few favorites, as you can see. My favorite lip liner from them is in Nuance, and it is basically a pretty pinky beige shade, like your lips but better, just like that. So I'm going to quickly line my lips, and then I'm going to share that basically I love all the lip cheeks, especially the, you know, they come out with the limited edition lip cheeks. They're always in such good colors. So the lip cheeks are going to give you a lovely glossy lip in a stick, so you can't go wrong. If you are a lip gloss girl, then I highly recommend these. They're just so really pretty on the lips. They feel great, and I love so many of these here. And then I did pull out some of my favorite shades of the lip veils. I love these ones. These ones are on sale, so I love Honey Pot. I'm like literally down to the end of Honey Pot. Again, just your perfect kind of easy pink nude shade. And I wanted to shout out about the lip veils because they too are on sale, and I'm still getting a little bit of a glossy lip, but it's not as much as the lip cheek. This is kind of like a hybrid, like I would say has a little bit more like a thin lipstick balm texture, very moisturizing, but I'm still getting that little kind of glossiness that I like as well. So for those of you that don't like a super glossy lip, I would definitely check these out. And then their lipsticks are super long lasting, just beautiful. I am personally more of a lip liner, lip gloss girl, a lip chic and a lip veil person. Those are kind of like in my wheelhouse. Then last but not least, we have fragrance of the day. I did quickly get on and see what was available. They have the awesome Frangipani. If you are somebody who loves sort of a warm, rich vanilla, floral fragrance, I think you're gonna love this one. It's one of my favorites. It's so kind of intoxicating. Such a good all-around fragrance. Then another favorite of mine is Vetiver. This is going to be for those of you that like something that's a little cleaner, drier, woody fragrance. The beautiful thing I like about this one, I'm somebody who loves Vetiver. I find it kind of invigorating, kind of like a boss scent. This one has a touch of like a little soft vanilla dry down to it. So it kind of comes out like a boss lady scent, and then it dries down a little bit softer. I just love this one. Again, I think of this one more like a crisp white button-down shirt. Putting this on, perfect for this time of year. And then we have two of the more sensual, kind of sexy ones, and I can't decide which one I actually like better. We've got Kalimantan. This is warm, rich, exotic, Indonesian patchouli scent. If you like Chanel's Coromandel, I feel like this is Chantecaille's kind of sexy sister scent. It is just so good, very addictive. I love this one so much. Then kind of in that same camp, we've got Oud Fu Mei. And this one's described as sort of a rich, smoky, masculine scent. But to be honest, I completely wear this scent. It is kind of in the same camp as Calamantan. These are both kind of these sexy, really rich fragrances. They're both stunning. This one I would say has a little bit more of like a fresh, like bergamot, a touch of rosemary and cedar wood. This is an excellent unisex, sexy fragrance, but the Calamantan's got a little bit more florals in here, the ylang-ylang in here. It's just sort of a addictive fragrance. I'm trying to decide today between Frangipani and Calamantan. Frangipani is definitely a little bit more light and airy. This has got some orange and violet leaves in it. So darn pretty, but for some reason I am going back to Calamantan. I feel like that's the one that I want to wear today. Gotta add a little bit of sexiness since I kind of smoked up my eye a bit. Love, 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 but you cannot go wrong with any of their fragrances. These are all truly stunning and definitely worth highlighting. Okay, so this is my final look. I have piled on some of my favorites from Chantecaille. I wanted to remind you that I do have a pre-sale code that will start on Wednesday, July 24th, and that is ABBY25. So this will allow you to shop early starting Wednesday and then ending Friday, July 26th. I highly recommend that you pre-shop the sale because this is a popular sale, 25% off site-wide, and things do unfortunately sell out. So I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what you're shopping for. What are your favorites from Chantecaille? I always love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.